Welcome to Kara Speaks, where the truth runs deep. Faithful, healed, and free. Real talk, real growth. Let the Spirit speak. Stories that set you free. Becoming who you're meant to be. Welcome to the conversation. Kara Speaks.
Welcome back to the show. I am Kara, and this is Kara Speaks, the calling series. If you can go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. If you are listening on the Apple Podcast or Spotify, wherever you're listening, hit those three dots on your screen and make sure you follow this podcast. Leave me 5 stars, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about the show. Today's guest is Ashley Moniique. She is the creator and host of Two Authentic Podcasts, a platform that has honest conversations. It's about vulnerability and showing up as your authentic self. Through her podcast, Ashley creates space for people to share their stories, embrace their truth, encourage others to do the same. Today, we are talking about the journey behind Too Authentic and the passion that inspired it, and why authenticity has become the foundation of everything that she has done. Can you please welcome to the stage Ashley Moniique? How you doing, girl?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So tell everybody who you are and what you do.
I am Ashley Moniique, and I am the host of Two Authentic Podcast, the creator and the founder of Two Authentic Media. But I am just a girl. I am a mother. I am a daughter. I am a sister, and I am figuring out life one day at a time, just winging
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. How did the idea of Too Authentic come to be?
Okay, so Too Authentic actually started off with me and my best friend Tiffany. And then, as we were going along, we had different plans, and that's
Mhm.
okay because everything doesn't always go the way we think it should go. So it ended up just still being me, still doing it. And it started off just me wanting to tell my story, being a mom, going through being single, going through a bad relationship, having to call it what it actually is, and just being a daughter and figuring out life for me and just showing up as myself and having to learn to live in my truth.
So did you have like a main topic that you were gonna just talk about, or were y'all just gonna like wing it?
We was just winging it at
Yeah.
first. It was just genuine conversations between me and her,
Mhm.
how our day went or what was going on in dating or things I was figuring out being a mom and just her being an aunt as well because aunts are also important in the dynamic of motherhood, especially in single motherhood, you
Yeah.
know. So that was just what we were doing and then it just turned into me just actually talking about my life and talking
Mm.
about my situations and being honest and just basically kind of venting, in a
Yeah.
way, my journal.
Yeah. Yeah. So why was authenticity the message that you wanted to build your platform around?
Because there's no other way to be but authentic. I mean, if I'm going to
Mhm.
tell the story, I have to tell the truth. I have to tell the real. I have to tell the raw, and it's not always pretty. And people think being authentic is showing up and performing, but no, it's really just living in that. And some days it's ugly,
Yeah.
and some days it's dirty, and some days it's okay, it's a good day. But for, just being real because a lot of people aren't really showing that in what we see on a lot of these platforms.
Yeah. Have you always been authentic, or is that something you had to grow into yourself?
I had to grow into that.
Mm.
Being a people pleaser, and if I'm honest, that started at home. Um,
Mm.
because parents they want you they that your parents have a vision of how they think you should be. They think, okay, you're going to grow up, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. But that's not always the case, and that may not be who I want to be. That may not
Mm-hmm.
be what I want to do. So along the way, it kind of looks like rebellion, but it's really me doing what I want to do, but
Mm-hmm.
you just don't agree with it. And
Mm-hmm.
learning to stop people pleasing was when I was like, okay, it's okay. You don't have to make everybody happy. You got to do for you.
Yeah, I understand that. So how did you start getting guests on the show? What made you want to start talking to other people?
Um, I started the guest. My first guest was actually my sister, and
Mm-hmm.
she's an entrepreneur herself. So I was like, let me test drive this. Let me
Okay.
see how this goes. But she also has a story herself.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to broaden the dynamic and the conversation because not only did I have a story, but I know other people have a story that was real, that was raw, and who were walking in authenticity.
Yeah. Was there any particular guest that really inspired you?
Um, well, dang. They all inspire,
Yeah.
because I feel like everybody, when I see them, and especially if I know them personally, there's something in them that makes me be like, wow, okay, someone else needs to hear this. Someone else needs to know about you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if I had to say, it would probably be my friend Shantae.
Mm-hmm.
She came on. She's a painter. She's an artist. She's based in Sacramento. And knowing her story and seeing her struggle, and then just seeing it how it's all came together right now, that is
Mm,
very inspiring to me.
yeah. When we create stuff or we building something from the ground up, it's a learning curve.
Yes.
It's learning about doing it and being visible or being seen. Did you ever worry about that? Because yours is it's called Two Authentic Podcasts, so you being honest on there. Was there ever a time where you like, this is a lot of visibility, I don't really know if I want to talk about this?
Um, I would have to say last year, I think I really broke that barrier when I decided to talk about being in an abusive
Mm,
relationship. When I talked about that, and I felt like it was something that I had to get off my chest because it was also domestic violence month. So it was like, why
mm,
not walk into that? Why not let somebody else know that, you know what, you've been through this? And people don't realize domestic violence doesn't always look the same in everybody's situation. And people are always like, well, why didn't you leave earlier? Why didn't you do that?
mhm.
But until you're really in a situation, sometimes people don't even know they're in a situation until it's
Mhm.
gone too far. And you're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
So I think, I was nervous because some of the things that I did talk about, my mother did not know. So,
Ah,
that kind of was like, okay. And then you got
yeah.
family members, and you have people that know you, but they don't know you. So they're like, whoa. But that comes
Mhm.
with the platform, and that comes with being real and being raw.
Yeah. So you said there were some things that your mom didn't know. Sometimes, in my opinion, there are some things when I'm doing a video or if I'm talking about things like if I'm creating, that is a safe space for me. So do you
Hmm.
feel the same way? Like even though it was very vulnerable to talk about, get sitting in front of the camera as a creative, it is your safe space. Do
Yeah.
you feel that way too?
I absolutely.
Yeah.
The last episode I just recorded, I was letting them know. I'm like, hey, not only is this a safe space for y'all, but this is a safe space for
Hmm.
me, and I want this to be a place where women can write in or leave a comment and be
Hmm.
like, hey, I felt the same way, or hey, you blessed me in this situation. But as for me, like, this kind of be a diary to me sometimes.
Hmm.
And I am cautious of some of the things that I
Hmm.
say because, of course, work.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know, but for the most part, I just go with it. If
Yeah.
it's real, I'm just gonna say what I feel.
Because it's your story.
Yeah. And I can't rewrite that. It is
No,
what it
no.
is.
How are those conversations off camera? Like when you tell your story and it's something that is vulnerable or something that somebody close to you didn't know. What are those conversations like?
Um,
Without getting
those
into detail, of course.
right. Those conversations, well, I'll say with my children
Okay.
for say. We have those conversations because questions and things come up. Are they uncomfortable? Yeah. But they're my truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not uncomfortable in that sense. Sometimes saying it out loud, you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
But getting it out, having the conversation, it feels all right in the end.
Yeah. And you have two daughters, right?
2 daughters,
And how
yes.
old are they?
I have a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Oh my goodness, teenagers.
Bless me, Lord. I said, Lord, you got a sense of humor with this one. Like you got jokes, but I'm here for it.
Teenagers. What do you want them to know by watching you, go through the process to create, to be authentic?
That hard work, it pays off.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency. You're going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have hard days. You're going to have good days, but keep going. Show
Mm-hmm.
up and be you.
Yeah. What have you learned the most? What's the biggest lesson you learned about yourself just starting the podcast?
I can do anything.
Yeah.
If you really put your mind to it, you have a
Mm-hmm.
plan, and it's really in your heart. That's the thing too. It
Mm-hmm.
got to be in you. You just can't be like, I mean, I know we try things and we dibble dabble,
Mm-hmm.
but you gonna know when it's really in your heart, and you
Mm-hmm.
gonna know when it's like, okay, this is my lane. You got to know your
Yeah.
ministry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just, yeah,
What do you feel your purpose is?
to tell my story. To let other girls and other women know that it's okay to start over. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay to go back home. It's okay to rebuild more than once, because sometimes you're gonna be like, you know what, this ain't right.
Yeah.
Scratch that. You know what, this foundation ain't holding up. Let let,
Mm-hmm.
let me get this right. It's definitely okay to start over, and I just want other women to know that you can do that, and there's no
Mm-hmm.
shame in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for the viewers and the listeners, if you haven't seen it already, Ashley Moniique is actually one of my panelists that I had in my live show event that was on July 11th. If you haven't seen the video, you can go and watch it right now on my channel. But Ashley and I we met online. She had Jay Gemini, who was actually on the calling series, and I actually got her because I saw her on your podcast.
Yes.
And so I was inspired to reach out to her. And I was like, well, hey, why don't I just reach out to Ashley too? And we just started following each other. And so when I decided to create the live show event, I was like, I want to get other people who are in the same season. We're all trying to, or not even trying, because I believe trying is lying, and either you're doing it or you're not. But
Right.
all of us are building something. And I wanted to really reach out to people who was in the process, like the people who want it, who have a passion and a desire to build a community and to help people. So when I reached out to you for the live show event, did you have any reservations, or were you just like, I'm doing it?
Okay, so that weekend I had already had a planned weekend.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And that's what I said to myself. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to tell my friend this what we doing. I'm driving. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
because there have been times where I have been like, no, I don't
Yeah.
think so. I've doubted myself. I've even got invited to go to an event in Mississippi and was like, I don't think I could do it. Like, knowing I could have done it, but then the event ended up getting canceled. So it kind of worked out in its own way.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, I'm doing this. I was like, I've been praying, I've been writing in my journal, really talking to God and saying, increase. Well, here's your opportunity, increase. Now let me see you do the rest.
Did it shift your perspective, or what did you learn by doing that event? Or what did you learn about yourself?
First of all, the event was beautiful. Let me just say that you put on a really good event. Everybody there was A game. And it really just got me in my space. And I was just like, this is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is your calling. Like, You know, you've prayed to be in rooms. Somebody spoke your name in a room before you even walked into it. Why would you not take this opportunity to show up and be your best self?
Yeah.
I learned, you know, I'm like, okay, this is for me, and I loved every moment of it. I was nervous as hell though, girl. And I'm gonna cry about
Why?
it because, like, I tell people all the time, it's one thing to sit in front of this camera and
Yeah.
talk and be vulnerable, be in my bed or in my car and make a little jokey joke, you know, to lighten whatever I may be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But to actually be in front of people, and it's
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
you know, it felt good though.
Yeah, yeah. I think you did an amazing job. I think you have a really great personality, especially for live events. It comes out a lot more. I mean, you do good on your podcast too, but at a live show event, I feel like your personality comes out a lot more. And I would love to see you do your own live show event because I think it would be really
Ah,
good. I think you'd be a great moderator for that. I really do.
yeah,
Hey, I
thank
ain't
you.
think I would be doing one either, but I did. And when you get ready to do yours, I'll be there to support as
Yes,
well.
yes, girl.
Yeah. But yeah, I felt like, it didn't feel like a performance. I feel like you were being your authentic self for sure. You exemplify what you talk about on your show. I will say that. Speaking of being authentic sometimes comes at a cost. It'll cost you relationships. It'll cost you being in situations that might be fun at the time, but it might not be good for you.
Mm,
What has authenticity cost you?
friendships,
Mm-hmm.
relationships. But it also showed me that who was for me and who wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it showed me that it's okay to be me. But it's also okay to grow. You don't want to stay in one space forever. Like, don't be afraid to grow because there's a lot out there.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. In what way has being authentic cost you, those relationships?
I left the whole 10-year relationship.
It was 10 years. Wow.
Yeah, I gave that man all of my 20s.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I had to just it's in what ways has it, like, I would say a whole relationship, and I don't want to say my family because
Yeah.
I still have my family, but it just cost me something that I thought I needed, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the clarity that comes along with being
Yeah.
authentic. You realize how much you were abandoning yourself and giving up to keep the peace,
Hmm.
and giving up your peace to keep the
Yeah.
peace for somebody else. And
Having a war with them.
yeah, yeah, like you're going through hell while they're okay.
Yeah.
And being authentic, you got to unlearn things. You got to unlearn things that you kept close because you thought it was your identity. I know I can speak for that
Yeah.
myself. I thought my identity was being the strong friend. That's not my identity. That's what I have adopted. That's what was placed on me. So I had to unlearn that myself. What are some things that you had to unlearn in your own personal journey?
First, the people
Yeah.
pleasing, that's hard. But
Mhm.
like I said, that started at home where
Mhm.
you want to be the perfect little girl, the perfect daughter. Your mom wants you to go to college, so you want to go to college, or you got to go to, like those type
Mhm.
of things. But what I had to unlearn being a daughter is she's not going to agree with everything.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
may break her heart because she had a vision of who she thought I should be. But in actuality, I have to be me. And my language may not always be the best. You know what I'm saying? I might be
Mhm.
outside a little bit more than what you think. I might not be
Yeah.
at church every Sunday, but that's you.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
doing that. And also I had to unlearn that, like, my their journey is not my journey. Where somebody may be at, that may not be what's for me. I
Mhm.
had to learn that everything that you see is not everything that it really is.
Yeah. And considering that you're a mother now of two girls, two teenage girls, what patterns have you broken or are breaking being a mother now? Now you in the same shoes that your mom is in now. So what are some things that you're doing different to raise your daughters?
I have conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we were growing up, our moms didn't talk to us
Right.
about it was just no boys, no
Yeah.
sex. No, I'm having conversations. She's having conversations with me. You know, my mom loves to say, "Oh, you let them talk back." No, she's having a conversation with me. I'm listening to her because what she says actually does matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh no, you know, or the way they dress. And it's like, Mom, times have changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want the sneaking. I don't want the lying because I remember we were doing that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
No, you don't need to talk to the older boy because why is he trying to talk to you when he's 21 and you're
Mm-hmm.
17? Like, I'm having these conversations because I remember being the girl on the party line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the skating ring, meeting the gangbanger. Like,
Yeah.
I remember, I remember, and I don't want that. And we're in a new world. There's
Mm-hmm.
so much access out here. Just
Yeah.
telling your daughter that sex gives you a baby.
Yeah.
No, you got to break it down now. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm really genuinely having these conversations, and I'm loving it. And
Yeah.
it's not that I'm her friend or she's my little friend. Yeah, they my broke besties,
Yeah.
but I'm knowing them and they're knowing me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
our parents didn't really get to know us. It was put this
True.
on, do this,
True.
show up,
True.
smile, say cheese. Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we had to perform growing up,
Yeah.
and it was
That's true.
hard.
That's true. I think I don't have kids, but I think as millennials parent different. We are actively breaking generational curses. We
Yeah.
are actively changing our behaviors and patterns because we know how it feels to be
Hmm.
stifled, to be
Yeah.
silenced.
Yeah.
And so what it looks like, oh, your kids are talking back. It's no, they're expressing themselves. They have the safety and the grace to express
Yeah.
themselves freely without being deemed disrespectful.
It's like, and the jokey joking that we can do, we couldn't do that with our
Hmm.
parents. And it's like you said, my children feel safe with me.
Hmm.
And I love that. Not to say that we didn't feel safe with our
Yeah.
parents, because there
Yeah.
was a level of safe, but it wasn't a safe space. Because
Emotionally.
the moment you say you don't want to go to Aunt Sally's house, you getting beat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not me. Why don't you want to go over there? What happened? Tell me who was over there? What made you feel uncomfortable? Like, I want to know.
Hmm. Hmm. Has being a mother of two teenage girls, has it healed certain parts of you?
Yes. I was
Mm.
just sitting here thinking that
Mhm.
I didn't grow up with sisters.
Yeah.
So it's funny, it's loving when I'm watching them, but then they come to me and one wants to do my hair and one
Yeah.
wants to paint my nails. And I'm like, okay, I love this because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, it's our time. And it's that love that you know you're not going to get anywhere
Hmm.
else.
Mm.
It's so reassuring that it's like, okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Lord. You might have knew what you knew
Mm.
what you was doing. You
Yeah.
did your big one. But it's peaceful. I love them so bad. Like, the way they just make my heart smile every day.
Yeah. Have they, I believe that we can learn something from everybody, all ages, especially kids and especially teenagers. Have your daughters ever said anything that made you think and that shifted your perspective?
Oh, definitely. The
Hmm.
16-year-old.
Yeah.
She is everything that I couldn't be at 16.
Mm.
My mom would have been, get out,
Yeah. Yeah.
get out. It's she has conversations with me and I'm sitting there like, you've been here before. And it's almost scary. And then I have to be careful, like, okay, don't you say that when you leave this house. Like,
Right. Yeah.
you at school, watch your mouth. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not that she's being disrespectful, but I know that other people would be like, hold on, wait a minute. Because she at the schoolhouse asking, how come we not learning about Black history in February? And
That's
they
right.
calling me.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Why?
why
Yeah.
she has a valid question, but definitely that 16-year-old, she's very wise beyond her years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was like that too when I was in high school. I went to a predominantly white high school, and I was definitely very Malcolm X up in there.
Yeah.
Very Malcolm
Yes,
X.
yes.
Yeah. Getting back to your podcast, when people listen to your podcast, what do you hope that they take away from watching an episode?
I hope they take away that it's okay to be genuinely yourself, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they take away that also that, we're growing every day.
Mm-hmm.
While we may be healing, we don't have to heal and work on ourselves every day, but we can still heal and enjoy life. It's okay to be sad some days. It's okay to not be, you know, on your best every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I want them to really take away that it's okay to show up and be your best selves, no matter what it may look like.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could leave the audience with one truth you've learned on this journey, what would it be?
One truth would be on this journey, just just show up. The
Mm-hmm.
truth, just show up and be who you are, and everything else will fall into place how it's supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're originally from
San Diego,
San
California.
Diego. Okay. And you're in Georgia. That's a
That, yeah, girl, that's a
that's
whole different, yes. But yes, girl, I've
we
been
need
here
another
6
episode for
years.
that.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I got you. Well, how long you been in Georgia?
6 years.
Okay. Okay. Do you like it here? It's very hot.
It is very hot.
Mhm.
Coming from a big city though, it's okay with me. My family's from Mississippi, so I've had
Oh,
summers in the South. So this ain't nothing new. The
okay.
gnats is just way worse. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's next for Two Authentic Podcasts?
We got some new guests coming on. I've been working
Okay.
on that. I'm excited.
Okay.
Um, Hopefully we'll work on a live show here coming up. And we just gonna see what God doing, because it's all
Yeah.
up to him really.
Yeah. If you look a couple years down the line and everything is where it's supposed to be, and you got your heart's desires, what do you see it as far as what is this? The sky is the limit for Too Authentic, right? So what do you see when you see Too Authentic being successful?
Oh, I see maybe one or two nonprofits, you know. I want to get back to the community for sure.
Yeah.
To the single moms, to the young moms, a safe space for them. Also a safe space for the disabled. I used to be a CNA, so
Yeah.
I have a soft spot in my heart for them, for the adults specifically. But you know, whatever God, I'm so serious. Like I say this all, but whatever God has planned, I'm ready. Whatever
Yeah.
table He's preparing for me, my
Yeah.
seat is ready.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So can you tell everybody where they can find you and give them all your social media handles and all of the things?
I'm pretty simple. Two Authentic Podcast, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, YouTube, Substack, Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning TikTok. I've only been on there 1 year, so hey. But yes,
TikTok
catch
is
me
for
there.
yappers. Just get on there and yap. You good
Just
at that.
yapping. I know. I need to get over there.
Just
So
get over there and do the same thing you do on Instagram. It's just TikTok.
girl, I be trying to keep up with the upload and all the videos.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
behind on YouTube.
I'm about to say, what's your schedule on YouTube?
I do like every 2 weeks, but
Okay.
I be uploading the shorts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for the calling series. Make sure that y'all stay tuned every single Tuesday for a new episode. Never know what type of guests I'm gonna have on. I got all kind of people playing. The next guest I'm really excited for. I'm just really enjoying having these conversations with people. It feeds me. I really love in-depth conversation. I love conversation that promotes introspection. I love reflective conversations. And this is exactly what the calling series is about. So if you know anybody who has a business that they want to put out there and want to share their story about how they got started, or if you know an entrepreneur, if you know an artist, somebody that just, you might be a yapper and you just want to come on and talk. Okay. We the calling series accepts yappers too. Okay. Just make sure you're talking about something. We don't talking about nonsense over here. Make sure that y'all follow me on all social medias at Kara Speaks. And I'll see y'all next time right here on Kara Speaks Calling Series.
see ya.